I am Lexi Hopper. I graduated from Hawk Hill in 2015, and I currently work for Buzzfeed as a marketing manager. Buzzfeed is the largest digital publisher. You might know us from our viral content of take this quiz to find out what Disney princess you are to the 101 best things to get your mom for Mother's Day. It is a content wheelhouse hub for anything from just stuff to distract you and have fun reading new content, as well as a very trusted news source for things going on in our world. In my current role, I manage all of the relationships between BuzzFeed's external partners as well as our internal stakeholders. Essentially, I manage expectations and liaise between our creative teams and our editorial team to ensure they're equipped with all of the information they need to create viral content. And I personally specialize in shopping content as well as large-scale strategic and entertainment partnerships. I think that the only thing typical about a pathway into sports and entertainment is that there is no such thing as a typical path. I think with each new opportunity, be it classwork, internship, job, you learn a little bit more about the things you like and you don't like, and that helps you understand where you want to dig your heels in and make your mark in the industry. I got great advice from a professor at St. Joe's who told me the best way to invite opportunity to come knocking at your door is to build a house with a whole lot of doors. So for me personally, in the fall of my senior year, I found out about a sports conference a couple of hours away and spent the next 2 weeks researching which teams, which organizations would be present at that conference. And then spent those 2 weeks calling, emailing, LinkedIning, anyone who was willing to chat with me about what they did and learn a little bit more about the organization they were a part of. And by the time I attended the conference, nearly every team in attendance knew who I was or had connected with someone who I'd chatted with previously in kind of the lead up to that event, and was fortunate to leave that event with multiple full-time offers and offers to interview with professional sports teams. So my first role after college was with the San Antonio Spurs. I'm a massive basketball fan, and learned very quickly that as much as I love basketball, I did not love sales very much. I think every job teaches you not just what you love about the industry, but also the things that you don't enjoy as much. But I did fall in love with sports and entertainment partnerships. So I then got to move to a sports agency, Wasserman, where I was for about 5 years. And I sat at the intersection of sports, music, and culture. I did everything from booking concerts for NBA All-Star Weekend to fashion collaborations with music artists and athletes. And as the world kind of started to shut down with COVID, I wanted to kind of flex a new muscle and make sure I knew what was going on in the digital entertainment space. So took a little bit of a risk leaving a job that I loved at Wasserman, which has now brought me to work at Buzzfeed and work as part of their e-commerce strategy team, headlining several of our entertainment partnerships. Sure. I think in order to be successful in my current role, as well as others I've had in the past, you need to hustle and be willing to work really hard. Sports and entertainment is not a 9 to 5 industry. Sometimes it means working late, doing jobs that other people don't want to do. But I think it's really important to remember with a sports game or with a concert or insert event here, every job is important. If without people to build the stage and turn the lights on and sell the tickets, a concert, for example, is just a person or a couple people singing in an empty room. So I think one of the places that I really learned that was I was a 4-year manager of the men's basketball team. And while all eyes are tending to be on the 5 guys on the court at any given moment, my role helping run drills, make sure equipment was set up, liaising with the various members of the coaching staff was just as important to ensuring the success for the team. I cannot stress enough the number one thing that students should be doing on Hawk Hill is getting to know their professors. Don't think of them as just the individuals grading your papers or assigning you readings from textbooks, but I guarantee they are some of the most interesting and inspirational people you'll ever meet on campus. They have a wealth of knowledge and experience as former and current trailblazers in various industries they've been a part of. And several of my professors I still consider myself extremely close with. I'm constantly asking them for career advice, life advice, and I would hope as I advance in my career, they would say that they've learned a few things from me as well. I think that everyone has faced certainly some challenges in their careers. I am no different. I think probably the hurdle that I've experienced the most is being a female in sports and entertainment. In many ways, it's still a male-dominated industry, and I think I've certainly felt at times that there were different challenges to overcome or a different bar set because I was a woman than was set for my male counterparts. However, I do think it's really important to be aware of those challenges and embrace the things that make you different. I think that being able to come to the table with a unique perspective is something that is really important and can ultimately set you apart from the people that you're working for or working with. So to be very aware of those challenges, but also embrace them as things that make you different. I think that LinkedIn for me, I think you'd be surprised to learn just how many people are willing and excited to tell you a little bit more about what they do, because we've all been in your shoes before trying to find out where we want to advance in the industry or we might want to have a professional career. I think as less of a professional resource and more of a personal one, I encourage everyone to carry around a notepad or journal with them. I think that it can be really easy to reflect on highs and lows, but like I said, every opportunity you learn a little bit more about what you do like and you don't like, and it can be really important to reflect on those experiences over time. If you hear a quote that's inspiring to you, I like to jot it down just to kind of help remind me some of the things that have inspired me throughout my career and just even day-to-day life, and where I might be able to use that moving forward. When I was a student at St. Joe's, I first wish someone had told me not to eat so many hot wraps. But I wish that someone had told me sooner that greatness isn't a destination. I think a lot of us think about where we're going to end up or what we'll do when we earn a particular title or salary or kind of accomplish a certain goal that we have in our mind. But we're constantly evolving and growing, and with each new step presents new challenges and new goals. And it's really a never ending journey. And I think with that, do the things that make you happy. I think that it's okay to experience a class or a job or internship that you don't like just as much as it is one that you do like, because that helps you grow as a person. And ultimately, if you're doing a job or you're learning something that you're not vibing with, um, it'll only help you be greater and help you get to that next step of greatness even sooner. But I'm super fortunate that I've had a pretty like vast career in a short amount of time. So hopefully some of that is inspirational or helpful.